the new Parkway Theater, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com. You are listening to High Score 510, where real talk is our vernacular.
In NHL news, there's a new Winter Classic that happened this week.
How many goddamn Winter Classics they have? They need to give it a better title.
The Diddy.
Can't have like 5 games to be called the Winter Classic.
It was the Diddy Winter Classic happened.
Come on.
As the Predators faced off against the Oilers.
Nah.
Pretty good. I was wondering why we're talking about Winter Classics. Should have known. Agenda.
And the Oilers defeated the Predators 6-2. What do you guys think about that?
Wait a minute. Wasn't a third team involved? The Punishers?
Come on.
Well, y'all ready to start the show?
You know I am.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can catch us at High Score 510 on the Instagram, the YouTube, and on the Twitter at Horcrux Hipster. Also, check out our TikTok and Patreon page. And we are here with...
This is AG3 coming at you faster than faster. I'm just coming at you fast. I'm watching football. That's all I can say.
Here's a soundbite. Mager Pastor Hank Kuhneman.
Here we go.
Talking about Venezuela and God.
Seized Venezuela for the oil. Yes, this is true that there is that which has been brought to the forefront of this earthly battle. But the enemy has sought and was seeking to bring war and to bring conflict through Venezuela and to control the oil of the earth. But the spiritual oil and the natural oil does not belong to the forces of darkness or to those who thought that they could bring a one world order. This is my reset. And the oil of the natural and the oil of the spirit is mine, says the Lord.
AG3, does that bring you back to your days back in the church?
Nah, because
This church didn't go that far. That's something my church would do.
I was thinking that when it first said, I was thinking about when Pedro mom praying for me for dating an Indian girl.
Lord Jesus, what's going on in here tonight?
She said the devil is letting everybody into this country now. So that is a Pedro church thing. That wasn't mine. Yeah. Mine didn't go that far. That was Pedro. He's right.
And we are here with...
Just praying people away. That's the Christian way. You know my name. Everybody believe in God until the asteroid hit.
Here's your soundbite, Pedro. It's an old ad talking about, do you still think drinking is good? Drunk parenting.
Dad, can you fix this?
Sure, buddy. Go to bed. Now!
Are you sure your drinking isn't hurting anyone?
I miss all those old commercials. Can I tell you this, Jared? I had that exact toy. It was the General Lee, and that will come off all the time. That got to be the stupidest kid in the world because it was so easy to snap back on.
Yeah.
All the time. The front one. It was always the front one. It always came off. I had that. The General Lee. It came with both Bo and Luke Duke.
Pop was trying to unwind with some hard liquor on the rocks, and obviously he couldn't figure out how to put it back in.
Him or the kid. Maybe the kid been drinking too, because when the wheel come off, that's when that car flies.
Yeah.
That's a front wheel drive car, son. You ain't need the back tires.
No, that was a rear wheel. That was the front wheel that was off. It was the rear wheel drive car. What kind of car is the General Lee, Pedro?
It's a Dodge. Is it a Dodge Charger?
Yeah, old school Charger.
Yeah,
Look, see,
sure,
it's the front, Jerry. I'm telling
it
you,
was the
wheel.
front.
See the top opened up because the General Lee. Remember, I don't know, Jerry, knowing your generation, you didn't watch the Duke. It's a hazard. The doors didn't open. What made it so cool was those fools always had to go in the car through the window, right?
Jump through the window.
And so what they did with the toy was the top of the roof opened up and you could stick them in because the doors didn't open. Bo and Luke Duke.
All right. Well, and my name is Jared, aka DJ Art, with 2 T's for a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's just Jart. And here's my soundbite. It's Carolyn Leavitt addressing the misinformation of video evidence.
Let me be clear. President Trump and his entire administration stand fully behind the heroic men and women of ICE and will always uphold law and order in the United States of America. The deadly incident that took place in Minnesota yesterday occurred as a result of a larger, sinister, left-wing movement that has spread across our country, where our brave men and women of federal law enforcement are under organized attack.
All right.
Yeah, that looked very organized.
Yeah, I want everybody getting your SUV and turn left.
Two lesbians driving an SUV going somewhere.
Yes, we're organized here.
They're sleeper cells, huh?
Between the lesbians and all the people of color, yeah, it's organized.
These people sound like cooks. I mean, just every time I hear that, I cringe. Every time I say our president, Donald Trump. It used to be the administration, right? Is that what they used to say? This administration is going to look into things. No, you worshiping a king.
Yeah.
Our dictator, Donald Trump, I might as well say. He can grab me by the pussy, so I'm gonna let him say anything. I'll believe anything. Stupid.
It's a bit disconcerting that the politicization of this unfortunate incident has been so swift and resounding from the administration. J.D. Vance also said something similar, and yeah, piece of cheat. Anyways, we'll get to it a little bit later in news, but question of the day: what is the worst fantasy football league punishment that you've heard of so far? The reason I ask is one punishment that came out from the Bro Bible. The bros, they be doing this shit to themselves. One punishment for an unfortunate soul was he had to eat 71 hot dogs to match the record. The Cody Chestnut, was it Cody Chestnut? What's his name?
It had to be Cody Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut, same shit. Cody Chestnut was the singer.
Cody Chestnut had that banger.
He did have that banger. That was banger.
Had to eat 71 hot dogs consecutively for his meals until he reached the number to match Joey Chestnut's record. That ends up being 10 hot dogs per day over a 7-day period.
That sounds unhealthy. I mean, do I get to put sauerkraut on some? I have to put a lot of vegetables.
It looks like you can prepare them as you would like. You don't have to eat them just plain.
Who pays for them?
I believe he had to pay for them.
You know what? I don't understand how people get in these fantasy leagues. I don't have no control over just drafting some fools and then just selecting who starts. Other than that, you have no control over this. I ain't calling plays. I ain't doing nothing. So I ain't gonna sit there. I don't understand why fools would do this. That still ain't the worst one though.
Yeah, what's the worst one that you've seen?
The worst one, the one I liked the most was you had to spend basically over 24 hours in a Waffle House. And remember, you could get minus an hour for every waffle you ate, right?
Yeah.
That just to me had to be wild because it's hard to eat those waffles. They kind of thick, right? Like they're kind of big. So you get through like
they're big. They're not thick.
They're big. Yeah, that's what they're big. Dude ate. He said he got to the point where he got to he ate like 5 waffles. So he has to stay for 24 hours, and he was like he couldn't eat another waffle. But he was like, it was the craziest thing that happens in that Waffle House. You got to stay 24 hours. I think he was allowed to take like a break every now and then, like to get up and walk a little bit outside and smoke or something.
Some have been, you have to get a league chosen tattoo. Some people have to make them do the Hot Ones challenge. Other ones had to do the Milk Mile or things that make you feel embarrassed, right?
What's the Milk Mile?
Milk Mile is where you have to basically, I think, chug a gallon of milk or running a mile or something like that.
Yeah, the Waffle House to me was the best one. That's the one that I like.
Okay, so the milk mile is where you chug a glass of milk before each lap. So basically, you have to chug a glass of milk, run a lap, then chug another glass. So it's four glasses of milk you must take down and hopefully not vomit.
Oh, you're gonna be vomiting.
The worst one I saw was you had to go down to your local recruitment center and enlist.
What? That's like what kind of shit is that? I mean, I can see like that changes your whole life. Some of these people are idiots that join stuff like this.
Yeah. Cam P Funk, would you join a fantasy football league if you knew you had a potential punishment?
I don't do fantasy football at all.
You don't have to do fantasy football, man. I
don't do any.
You pick winners. That's the Waffle House one right there.
I don't believe in any of these frats either.
24-hour in the Waffle House starting at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
To shorten their stay, they must consume it was a pancake. That's even worse. Dude, I ate some silver dollar pancakes and felt like I had rocks in my stomach.
I think Waffle House is still probably the worst one, or enlisting in the military.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, you committing me to a 4 to 5 year commitment here by having me sign up.
You can't even play fantasy football after that.
Maybe if you're, you can be on the base and playing.
Man, you might be deployed. You might be, who knows?
Yeah, I wonder how heavy that would be if you end up getting deployed and then don't come home. You come home with a flag over your casket with your fantasy.
Come home looking like a wounded warrior, yeah.
Come home like Tom Cruise in Good Morning Vietnam, or
that was not Good Morning Vietnam. That was Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, Born on the 4th of July. Yeah, that one. In news this week, Costco is proven to be a real superhero. It's been developing and is planning to open its affordable housing units in South Los Angeles, Baldwin Hills, I believe.
Hold on. Baldwin Hills is now South Los Angeles. You better look this shit up, Jared.
Hold on.
Baldwin Hills also.
Sorry. Baldwin Village. I was gonna say.
I was about to say because Baldwin Hills also got some money in certain parts of Baldwin Hills. They wouldn't build no Costco over there.
Sorry, correction. Baldwin Village, area of South Los Angeles, is expected to open in 2027. It's affordable housing units built on top of the actual Costco. Costco, seeing that housing is becoming unaffordable, decided that this was a great plan to help bring affordable housing and even some of its customers closer to their storefronts. What do you guys think about that?
I bet you they sell a lot of hot dogs in that one.
Hey, they got a mall development center where the mall used to be. It seems like they're knocking down a bunch of these malls out here, and they're building like what do they call them? Mobile cities.
You know what? In other states, they have malls have become low income housing. So
yeah,
or just housing period, but cheaper housing. Like they.
Well, I don't know if this is supposed to be low income, but where the mall, Metro Mall, here in Phoenix, I think it was the oldest mall in Phoenix. Knocked down. It's supposed to build. They're supposed to be building apartments, condos, whatever. Just a short, and they got a train station. Our train station already goes there. So they're routing it right to there so you can go right to downtown Phoenix from the Metro Center.
Anytime, big cities uses mixed housing development, like you said, mixed real estate, it all works out. It's usually for the better. I don't know why we went away. Remember, if you look back in the day, especially like with walking communities, you had stores that used to be under people's apartment buildings that were like markets, things like that, and they went away from it.
Yeah, well, the plan is to have being developed by Thrive Living will include about 800 apartments built above the warehouse. The building will also feature a rooftop pool and a fitness center, according to the Wall Street Journal.
Now, it could get real ghetto.
About 184 of those apartments out of the 800 will be designated for low-income households.
You know what, Jared? That's going to be like Bay Street. It started off being like kind of upscale. Bay Street, the places above Bay Street. Then it kind of got turned when they always kept a certain amount for low-income housing. And then some of those people kind of ran off a lot of the other people. So then they just opened up more for low income because whoever owns it would get their guaranteed money from the government, right? Through Section 8 and everything else and government assisted housing. So it can go either way. It can go bad. It could be cool or it could go bad.
Well,
There's been some places where it's gone bad.
There are still places that have markets underneath them, but it's much rarer, at least in our area now. But you're starting to see some of these with Whole Foods who are building up apartments above them, having Whole Foods below them.
Now that one's expensive as hell. Those apartments. I looked at those.
No, those apartments are expensive, and Whole Foods is also expensive. So you're getting a certain type of demographic.
Whole Foods gone cheap now. That goddamn since Costco took over, ain't expensive it used to be.
Yeah, I think Whole Foods brought down their prices. It used to be.
It used to be healthy too. It used to be good.
It was going the way of pavilions and not
until Amazon. Once Amazon bought over, they fucked over Costco.
It was going the way of pavilions. You see, pavilions went the way you can't have. Even rich white folks don't buy expensive groceries.
Well, no, Whole Foods would have been all right. The problem with them, Whole Foods had really strict standards, and once Amazon bought it up, though, they dropped some of those standards. One of the best things I loved about Whole Foods back in the day was their hot bar, and it wasn't cheap, but it was good. Now it's just like, nah, man, you go to half the Whole Foods, the hot bar half missing. They keep throwing in the same cheap ass chicken wings that they put in the air fryer out there. I mean, chicken strips that's just all bread and hardly no chicken. The chicken dry in the middle. I feel like Charles Barkley at a Phoenix Suns game whenever I eat at Whole Foods now since Amazon took over.
Hopefully it does well, and it gives people it helps with some of our housing crisis.
We'll see.
Would you guys apply for the units above Costco with the pool and a fitness center?
Hell no, because I can tell you I know who else gonna be living in those units, and even though it's only 100, and it's only what
less than 25%.
Less than 20. That's a lot. That don't sound like much, but 125 year. I'm telling you, it's different. No, I wouldn't. No. Maybe if I lost my job and lost some other things and I had to do, yes, but right now, no.
This is low income housing, it said?
No, it's mixed income housing.
800 units, 184 will be low income, designated for low income.
That's almost 25%.
I want to see the floor plans of some of those.
I'm gonna tell you this: go look at reviews on the apartments on top of Bay Street. You can just put in reviews in Google, and you'll see people complain about some of the lower income, and because the rule on the pool there is like 4 people. You're only supposed to have 4 people at a time per unit. But then you go and people be like, man, they be throwing birthday parties with 20 and 30 people in it. It's crazy.
Darius is here, the owner of the podcast. Darius, how's it going?
What's up, everybody? Shout out to I got my Niner background, Niner gang.
Oh, shit. We'll get to that later.
Darius, all you had to do was press the defensive play that the offense was running, because those were simple plays. And that's all your boy, Robert Saleh. All he did was pick the Tecmo Bowl play, the offensive play, and he put the down pad. He had up and B when Philadelphia put up and B.
Man, Pedro, this is all I got to say, man. I don't care if it was a little score, a bigger score, a Ben and Jerry's store, a Evermore, a Natalie Nunn, a Laundry Spun, Eagles, they done. Niners and 4.
Yeah, we certainly hope that is not the case. Well, Darius, you're here just in time. In other news,
hold on, y'all had that Costco thing. That was crazy. I saw that, and the first thing I thought was, I would love to pilot that program because I would live there for 5 years, and then right at my 5th year anniversary, I knock on the door of the building manager and tell him I need a return. I need my money back.
Come on.
You go ahead and take this apartment. I need my money back, man. It didn't work out.
In other news, January 7th. Wait, January 6th came and went. It's the 5-year anniversary of January 6th. Shout out sponsorship to that shit show. But an even more important January date, other than that attempted coup or riot at the Capitol, whatever you want to call it, was
organized right-wing stuff. I'm just acting like them.
A pervasive, organized right-wing agenda meant to put our officials in danger. But
it was organized. They had the keys.
Well, January 7th came, and some big happenings did or did not happen. Stranger Things did not come out with their bonus content that everyone was expecting based on Conformity Gate. The conspiracy that Stranger Things was actually gonna release a hidden episode. Here's a clip.
Conformity gate plot just thickened because we might actually be getting something tomorrow. Because why did Netflix Netherlands in their bio put one last episode but upside down? Why were there people planted all over that WWE Stranger Things crossover event telling Mike to wake up? Why did Netflix post a photo of Mr. Clark with a clock with the hour hand at a 1 and the minute hand at a 7? And when you count the letters in their bio, it comes out to be 1-7. The Duffer Brothers said that we could expect a dark Christmas, but that didn't happen. But what happens on January 7th, Orthodox Christmas? But LP, they've already announced that they're releasing a documentary on the 12th. That's weird. That's suspicious. Because the Duffers have also said that Vecna's inspired off Freddy Krueger. Holly was watching Nightmare on Elm Street when her and Max went into her memory, remember? And what was Freddy Krueger's 7th movie? It was a meta movie, like a documentary where the real life actors played themselves and Freddy came into the real world. Interesting, because when Millie Bobby Brown was asked to use one word to describe the finale, she used the word meta. What is going on? At the start of the epilogue, it makes a point to focus on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which was heavily marketed to be the last Indiana Jones movie, but we know that was a lie because there was 2 more after it. Friends don't lie, remember? Why is part of the marketing campaign the WSQK radio hosts named Mindy Flair and Vance, which are anagrams for Vecna and Mind Flayer, and in their final broadcast it ended with us hearing the sound of Vecna's clock, like we're still counting down to the true ending. Why when you type in the words I believe on Netflix's TikTok, a pop-up of dice rolling appears? And why when you type in secret ending into Netflix, it links you to Stranger Things? I should probably go to bed. Wake up, Mike!
Man, these two got too much time on their hands, man. And you adding to their views, man. They had too much time on their hands to say that stupid shit. You know what, Jerry? I think I like your other conspiracies better. I think I like Pedro conspiracy about Paul Walker getting killed by a drone.
I really feel like I lost several brain cells.
That dude was just talking, dude. How about in season 1, episode 6, when I hit pause on the clock, it was at 1:10.
Man, when you said January 7th, man, I thought you were going to talk about this white lady getting killed by ICE agents, man.
Why would we talk about such a negative thing when we could talk about our disappointment as consumers of mediocre media?
I don't know. I feel like what January is starting to turn into is a White History Month.
Somebody did say online, I tried my 7-day free trial of 2026 and I want a refund. I want to cancel my subscription.
No, I think January is starting to round out to be a true White History Month. And I think it should go down. I mean, it makes sense. It's always trying to be ahead of Black people, so it'd be the month right before Black History Month.
They got to outdo us.
Mm-hmm. And they get 31 days. So, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Trump to go ahead and formally name January as White History Month. Whites would get a kick out of it. They go straight to the mountains. That's where the snow is. That's where all the horror happens in our nation. Mm-hmm. It always has happened in January. So shout out to white people. You can have January.
Hashtag White History Month.
In other news, people weren't only disappointed about Conformity Gate not coming true and there being a bonus episode or 2 from Stranger Things, which would have been great because apparently the Duffer Brothers are starting to realize that they had a lot of meat on the bone that they did not realize was there.
Yeah, they don't know how to close no loops.
I saw another theory that one of the Duffer Brothers went through a divorce or separation from their wife.
Yeah, he got divorced during the time, yeah.
And
wife, one of them was married and he got divorced.
Well, yeah, that one that was married, his wife was a writer. And they're like, she actually seems to be actually a good writer. And so the theory is that she was helping them with all the writing. And once they went through their breakup, basically, she said, fuck y'all. And yeah, they didn't have the good continuity because they probably wasn't doing as much as the writing as they lit on.
Damn, Jared, man, you really sinking into this.
Yeah, man, you deep in the covers, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man. Why did it end so badly?
But they get a tingling all in their nuts, where they nuts get bored.
Sometimes that's what happens when you have a 5-season show, but it takes 10 years to do it. That's what happens, man. You lose continuity.
I need for Conformity Gate.
Millie Bobby Brown couldn't even make facial expressions by the end because it looked like she might have had some Botox done. Or some
see, AG3, you saw it.
Jared, if you put this much energy that you do it into this research, into a relationship, you would have already had 7 kids and been married 3 times by now.
What's going to happen is somebody going to get pregnant.
Anyways, well, another disappointing thing happened on January 7th. An ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minneapolis, Minnesota.
God damn, Jerry. I don't know which one goes
Was fearing for his life as a woman who was blocking the road partially decided to make a 3-point turn on icy asphalt and fearing for his life apparently shot her in the face 3 times as the car was not in his path. What do you guys think about that?
Taught me a new lesson. Ice ages come around. I can't make no turns.
Did you guys see the footage of the shooting of Renee Good, the 37-year-old poet, award-winning poet, and mother of 3, who was tragically killed in Minnesota?
Pedro was there.
What was I there?
Pedro's over there running out of somebody's back door because he's sleeping with somebody's Somali grandma.
What?
Out of somebody lady's back door. Jerry, hilarious.
Anyways, yeah, what do you guys think about this? And is there are now protests, even further protests going on in Somalia in Minnesota?
You're just wrong, man.
In Minnesota, as the ICE agents and ICE has even ramped up their aggression in doing raids and harassing people.
Can I blame this on the Somalian truckers? You got a beautiful American killed because you wanted to come over here and be an automatic driving Somalian trucker. Damn you Somalians.
Be a trucker around Pedro.
Well, if you seen the Somali truckers, Aaron, they don't wear shoes.
Pedro, he races against his own kind.
So, how that affect their driving, not wearing shoes?
They flip-flop falls off and gets stuck under the brake pedal and they kill families. White families.
They got some thick-ass flip-flops.
You know what? He ain't lying. I remember the first time the only time I ever drove flip flops. I couldn't drive them no more. He is right. The flip flop kind of got stuck on the brake pedal. It's a shit show. I agree with Pedro on that.
Look, if you had the standard transmission still in the truck, it wouldn't matter who was driving because it would require a skill to drive. Now that it doesn't acquire skill, you just hook up and go. People putting all these illegal immigrants in the truck. I don't know what this has to do with a gay lady getting shot, but they're putting all these illegal immigrants in the truck.
What are they putting legal immigrants in the truck?
How you know she was a gay lady? God damn.
No, he was with a gay lesbian.
It was her gay lesbian.
I didn't know they were straight lesbians, Pedro.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Well, sometimes they are. What are they? It's the bi. So
they bicentennial. You said bicentennials.
The bicentennial lesbians.
Well, bicustis and bilaterals.
So what happened is when you have a bunch of people, Jared. This is about the ICE, the employees. You had a bunch of people that want to use their gun. They're trying to find a reason to use the gun because they're cowards. They have small penises and they don't get pussy like the average American. So they want to go off shooting the gun. That's the problem.
That sounds like it's scientifically researched and proven.
It's scientifically, when you don't get no pussy, you want to shoot a gun off.
God damn. Sadly,
and it also makes them gayer than the couple that he shot at. It makes her gayer. It makes him gayer. The LBGQ LMNOP community was a lot more braver than this man. And this man's children and family, I hope they see it. If he has family, your family member is a gay, undercover gay. Man. He's in a closet. Very much worse.
Jesus.
He's not brave at all.
All right.
He's not a man.
We got it.
Pedro on a ramp.
I want to agree with what Pedro is saying. It's just the method by how he's getting there is a little bit.
You want to agree with what he said, but no.
He's the lowest of the low.
I do agree. Apparently, cell phone footage acquired from the man who either released it himself or was requested. I don't know how they got his cell phone footage so quickly. Some people were speculating.
Probably 50 Cent.
Come on, 50 Cent acquired the rights to his cell phone footage. But his cell phone footage showed him walking around the car and Renee Good saying, "It's okay. I'm not mad at you," as she was getting ready to move the car. And after he shot her 3 times, his words to her were "fucking bitch." So maybe there is something to what Pedro was saying, but maybe not quite the metaphor he was using.
Hey, no. So the car hit him. You know why the car hit him? Because he was in the way, being the super low, super light in the ass, super ignorant idiot. He's the lowest of low.
Yeah. Well, this is
lowest of low. She was looking for a reason to shoot that gun, Jared, and everybody knows it. And he wants to use it on a woman, a defenseless woman.
Yep.
A peaceful. Oh no, we got. It's a liberal attack.
Yeah,
if that's the way liberals attack, boy. We about 10 scores behind.
Yeah, you hurt my ego. I'm gonna take your life. That's essentially what it seems like. One thing that was really concerning is that he wasn't struck by the car, and they're trained not to stand in the path of a car, so he was already breaking that protocol or training. And he was a military vet and is a veteran. Like, this is he's been with ICE for, I believe, a decade, or over a decade. So he's somebody that's been, like, you would consider him a veteran. And they've been trying to hire and sign the $50,000 bonuses for people to sign up for ICE. And motherfuckers, a report came out this week, motherfuckers are failing open book tests for ICE, can't do the sit-ups. Motherfuckers are illiterate. Motherfuckers are people are talking about, I don't see no more Proud Boy and those right-wing groups out here demonstrating, because most of them got a job and are eating off the goddamn government's teeth. They're eating off our tax-paying dollars, and now they get to run around and maraud and harass people. So it's disappointing and really sad that this happened, because that woman definitely was not a threat. And the fact that she was so calm in that moment when he saw her, and the fact that she backed up and then turned the wheels and started driving to go around him while the other officer is trying to reach in her door and yank the door open, it's unspeakable that he would just unload 3 shots, especially the final 2 coming from the side of the car, where it's like, he wanted to kill her. Like, his intent was to kill her. And unfortunately, she lost her life, and it is turning up in Minnesota right now. And it's all working towards what Trump wants regardless. He wants any provocations and reasons, or this administration, because Trump is a dementia patient at this point in my book. They want a reason to then be able to deploy National Guard. They want a reason to then restrict more, especially in these big cities, civic movement and civic abilities and rights as we head towards 2026's midterm elections. Because based on the economy, based on everything they've done, they want to restrict these places and hopefully be able to have another layer of control over the vote in 2026 midterm elections. So, it's bullshit, and we're gonna have to really, we need our politicians, right, left, center, whatever, like anybody that is a Congress member, anybody that is a Senate member needs to be actively working to legislate and actively, basically get the investigation out of that Kash Patel I see 2 ways looking ass, because they're going to cover this up, they're going to bury it, and nothing's going to happen. And we got to get the pressure. You can't have government agents being able to willfully and willingly assassinate people on the streets of America. That is not what this constitutes. That is not what makes America great. You want to make America great, due process, not having a king who can dictate your life or the life of any person they see they disagree with or dislike.
The ICE agent was a veteran?
He was a veteran also, yeah.
Oh, congratulations to being the very first gay veteran ICE agent.
Well, that's the other part that's really disconcerting. It's like he has less of an excuse, the fact that he's been trained for combat. So, like, having active threats to your life and knowing what active threat and when it is time to engage or not engage, you should be even more strategic and well trained for that. And
hey, since you like shooting people, why don't we send him to Venezuela?
Come on. Put all our ICE agents on the front lines of whatever war we want to start. Let them be our front line people. Let them go down there and let them go serve. Not get them off our streets. We taking the lowest of the low, and they're doing the dirtiest work, and they're not even coordinating with local officials, which is even more obscene because they're just running around, marauding around, covering their faces, and people don't like. There's been people who have been faking being ICE agents or police officers, trying to run up and say, you need to come with me and abduct people. That's happened some. I'm not saying it's happened everywhere, but it's happened. There's reports of it. So, what do you expect people who are on their way to work, somebody with a mask on, whether they have a badge or not, running up on you, trying to pull you out of your car, pull you out of your workspace and cuff you up and throw you in an unmarked vehicle? Not to mention, you guys, anybody who wants to support ICE or MAGA, anybody that, I don't know if we have anybody that listens to us on that side. If this gets out to anybody that listens to it on that side, y'all came in with the boom with Elon Musk trying to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse, and to save the country billions and billions of dollars. We are spending billions and billions of dollars on ICE. They blew past their budget last year. They doubled it, and they're renting cars. They're staying in hotels. They're paying all these ICE agents. They're giving $50,000 signing bonuses away. They're doing all this. They're paying all this money out. That's all taxpayer money. You want to talk about unnecessary spending? Follow the money. Stephen A. Smith, the political savant that we know him to be, decided to chime in on this situation. And did he show his ass or didn't he?
Another officer got to the side of the car, and then she tried to take off. They consider it an act of domestic terrorism because she tried to run over an ICE officer. She was wrong to drive off.
I'd have shot you myself, but I realized the white man got better aim.
What's wrong with Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith, after the New York Post posted that, excerpt of him basically saying it was justified and that it was domestic terrorism, came out and said, you guys are misquoting me because I said more than that. I said, what kind of world do we want to live in? That's not humane. We shouldn't do that. But he decided to start with the whole point about her being a domestic terrorist, and she shouldn't have drove it off.
Sorry.
What do you guys think about? Damn. What do you guys think about Stephen A. Smith?
Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Boom.
I think AG3 is coughing up a coon.
I think I came down with the coonsies.
Yeah, me too.
I think I came down here. Listen to Stephen A. Smith. I came down with the coonsies.
They called me a coon the other day, and people think that is a bad term. That's the guys on front of the country. If you know anything about a coon, you're one of the smartest animals out there.
Stephen A. Smith was not happy about being used as a right-wing prop to say that it was justified and domestic terrorism is the charge. But regardless of which, Stephen A. Smith, stay in your lane and just stop trying to talk politics, please. The biggest issue isn't reciting the propaganda of the administration or the power elite. Well, unless you're getting paid by them, which he probably obviously is. That's why he's over here talking like this, acting a goddamn fool. Is you get to the core of the issue, you express that, and then you talk about the caveats that might make this issue that shouldn't have happened, or this issue that needs to be dealt with and handled appropriately. What's going to be the barriers to that, and why those barriers are either okay to have or are irrational and should be irrelevant. Coon ass nigga. Anyways,
he's going off the deep end. You just did the Jasmine Crockett thing. Now you're coming off with this, and already as comedians, it's pundits. I want to be on your side about LeBron James. Him getting bullied by LeBron James. That was a straight up bully because LeBron didn't do it to Kevin Gates. I want to be on his side, but I can't. Now I got to be on LeBron James. And now I wish he would have slapped your ass. Right in your big ass forehead. Like.
Doc Rivers came out and called it a murder. Straight and simple.
What happened in Minnesota was a straight up murder, in my opinion. And it's awful. This lady was probably trying to go home and she didn't make it home, and that's really sad. So the whole ICE thing it's a travesty. It's clearly, to me, we're attacking brown people. And I just happen to be brown.
Well, one thing he's wrong about. They didn't attack brown people. They attacked a white lady.
Yeah. I think
one thing he's wrong about.
Yeah.
That's why he can't coach. You can't call X and O plays. We always see the problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reason why he's always he's blaming wrong.
Blowing 3-1 leads.
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they attacked the white lady, Doc Rivers.
The white lady was standing up for the brown people that were being targeted, I suppose. But yeah, I think he's up there trying to give his best. But shout out to Doc Rivers for at least addressing it. And
I'm reading the same books LeBron be reading the first page.
Well, no, I actually credit to where credit, dude. I'm just playing. But Doc Rivers, Stephen A. Smith. That's exactly how you should have said that, or something. You didn't even have to say, in your opinion. Cut the bullshit, Stephen A. And explaining the white side of it. I know white people make your paycheck, Stephen A. But tell you what, Stephen
the paycheck come on time and get signed, Pedro.
Yeah. Since you want to sell, go ahead and go all the way. Go with where Candace Owens used to be. Just go full 100 Candace Owens. Do your Jason Whitlock, man. Just go ahead.
Well, they held a moment of silence at the Timberwolves game the day after, and here's how that went.
Our thoughts are with our community and everyone affected, and our hearts are with our community as we hope for healing and unity during this challenging time. Please join us in our moment of silence.
There's another example, Stephen A. That's what you do. You see all them? That was how many people? 15,000?
What they say?
Go home, Ice, and then somebody else, fuck Ice.
Then I heard someone say, fuck Rodney King.
Hey, AG3 would have been up there. Fuck Rodney King. Peacock, the streaming service for NBC, will have a new feature next season, which will allow you, if you are streaming on their app any games, to adjust your audio to where you can even mute the announcers. What does AG3 think about that?
There's already a mute button on my fucking remote control. I mean, they can't be. That's like trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, but the user interface.
Well, I could just mute the announcer and still get the crowd noise?
Yes.
That's groundbreaking. That's groundbreaking. Hold on, it just hit me. That's groundbreaking.
Am I the only one aroused right now?
Start this shit up today. Hey, if they need me to pilot it today, right now. There's 2 minutes left in this Sunday night game. I will pilot this shit right now. Send it to me. I will pilot it for the last 2 minutes.
They say with the AZ4 and the personalization of the audio, we can let the customers do whatever they prefer with a very simple control in our user interface. And maybe let them turn off commentary completely if that's what they want. You can also turn up the crowd noise if you want. So, yeah.
Yes, I'm all for innovation. That's real innovation.
Okay, he's like, can I get that on CBS next?
Yeah, I need that. Yes. Yep, that was part of my Cutty Corner shout out. So, yeah.
We'll see. Anybody got Peacock?
I got Peacock, and you just guaranteed that I won't be watching NBC. I'll be watching Peacock to turn that shit off.
Drunk or no drunk?
All right. NFL Wildcard Weekend came in with a boom and left with a whisper. The Wildcard Weekend was kicked off by the Rams playing the Panthers down in North Carolina and defeating the Panthers 34-31.
That was a good game. Good old Matt Stafford, man, getting it done in the end. It was a good game.
Yeah, Matt Stafford seemed to injure his ring finger on his throwing, or his index finger on his throwing hand, and it did not affect him later in the game. Shout out to the midget for the Panthers for showing some real gumption and keeping them in that game. Captain P-Funk, do you have hope that the midget in Carolina actually might have a future as a starting quarterback?
No, they need to trade for Jalen Hurts.
I don't think Jalen Hurts can read coverage well enough.
I don't know, Pedro. He'll be there with a bunch of big receivers. He ain't accurate enough.
He'll play better. Jalen Hurts needs to remove himself from that offense. They can trade for a real quarterback, whether it's maybe Joe Burrow go down there. He's tired of Cincinnati. They're not going to get any production out of him. That's the best that you're going to get out of him. That's probably the best game he's going to play in the NFL. It's all downhill from here.
He is a gamer. I will give him that. I want to just say the Rams need to really worry because Sean McVay almost McVayed himself again. We forgot that he knows how to McVay himself with some, I would say, just questionable play calling and not knowing how to make sure that his special teams don't fucking blow it.
Well, he can't handle that. Special teams suck. Rams special teams suck.
Yeah, special teams might lose in the playoff game. And then he might lose in the playoff game, thinking he's playing John Madden in 2007.
He over here running spread offense, running corner routes, trying to roll out Stafford like Michael Vick. That's what everyone used to do. Just roll out Michael Vick and then throw a corner out to somebody.
This fool in the beginning would never go for it on fourth down. Even if they had momentum, he would just kick or punt. He never went for it. Now he's got a point where he go for it at the wrong times.
Analytics is telling these coaches what to do now. They're not coaching with their heart and brain. They're just coaching with something. It's either or. Either they're coaching with their heart or they're coaching with their computer brain. Wisdom comes from your soul.
The next game, the Packers went into Chicago and Soldier Field and were up 21-3 at halftime. And then we're up, 27-6 and somehow lost 31-27.
Fucking tripping. Fucking Packers was fucking tripping.
They went out there. They might fire a coach too.
Did Jordan Love prove why he's not a light-skinned quarterback?
4 touchdowns.
No, but I say, he was, man.
He went off.
He went off, bro. I was actually really impressed by their offense. I think they could have got hot a little earlier so it could carry their momentum, but I was impressed by their offense. I was like, fuck, these motherfuckers could take it. And then they just bro, that shit just slipped away. I said, what the fuck is going on, man?
Let's address something that Aaron said on this show 3 years ago. And I don't know this to be true, and he's got a lot of learning to do, and maybe he needs to remove the nail polish. But Aaron said, we're looking at the next Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he had those kind of skills.
Did you see some of them throws he made in the fourth quarter? And he was throwing them down the field. It wasn't like he was checking them.
I'm telling you, man, that nigga was going off, bro. I was impressed.
He wasn't checking them. He was throwing them 20, 40, 30 yards down the field. Even in the game, that last game they won against the Packers when he threw it over, that was a big throw in overtime. I was like, wow. But they need to start earlier. They need to get in their offense earlier. That's what they need to calm down. They need to take some of that heat off his passes. They need to run the ball. If they can get to run the ball, they can be a team to be reckoned with. Their defense is frauds. Your defense is just like Baker Mayfield. It's a little fraudish.
Yeah, some people were comparing his late fourth quarter throw to on 4th and 8 to he did the Jordan pose.
Come on, dude. Come on. They did great shit.
He did the Jumpman logo.
Who did this? The guy that said that whole thing about Stranger Things?
No, this is NFL memes on IG. Shout out sponsorship. They got some of the best things from the internet that people posted about the game.
He made 2 big throws. It's just, man, I was like, this kid's a gamer.
Yeah, shout out to Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs.
They needed Micah Parsons in this game. They needed because they couldn't get a pass rush at the end to close out the game.
He should not be playing exclusively edge rusher. He should be a linebacker that rushes on certain downs. Anyways, but yeah, the Bears came back and scored 25 points in the fourth to win the game. Is Matt LaFleur done in Green Bay?
Come on, this is hilarious. Caleb Williams has beaten the Green Bay Packers more times than Jay Cutler, Mitch Trubisky, and Justin Fields combined.
Yeah, twice.
Matt LaFleur was also on that team that blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. He's on that staff.
Of course.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur, another overrated offensive white guy that probably should lose his job. We can clear house. O'Connell is still there, right?
O'Connell? Yeah, he's still there.
He's still there, but they got rid of Stefanski. Now you got to get rid of LaFleur. Let's go. The Bills went down to Duval and pulled out a late win, 27-24.
I kind of thought that might end up the way it ended. I was optimistic. I actually picked Jacksonville to win because I was optimistic. I was like, it looks like they've been dominating. The defense had turned up.
Duval.
They stopped making mistakes, as many as mistakes as they were in this, earlier in the season.
Duval.
And it looked like they were clicking, but they played a good game. They played a good game. They got Josh Allen was just better than by himself was better than the whole team. Josh Allen by himself.
I'm gonna need Trevor Lawrence to stop trying to run because he obviously does not know how to see a hole and get any yardage. I saw a couple design runs where he tucked it like he was gonna run it. He just ran into the back of people and then got tackled and got no yards. I'm like, why are y'all even running this play for him? Get it to the fast African ninjas and let them do their thing. Why you keep trying to have this mediocre dude who also, let me just say this about Trevor Lawrence. Does he read a defense very well? Because I saw him make some ill-advised throws.
The one when he came back was trying to come back in the fourth quarter. The very first throw, they had 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and he throws an interception. That was a bad throw.
He threw it in the triple covered person.
No, it wasn't triple covered. He threw it. It's just the man wasn't open. He should have either threw that away or ran it or whatever. He wasn't open. You go to the next down. The first read wasn't there. He didn't go to the second read. He just tried to force it. He looked like he cleaned a lot of that up during the later on in the season. He didn't have that too many turnovers later on in the season.
Yeah.
And he went right back to
turning the ball over.
Turning the ball over. Because he had another interception. He just threw it to the.
Yeah.
I think somebody was supposed to be in the window and the receiver fell. I'm not sure. Can't have those turnovers when you have a man-child named Josh Allen. Josh Allen can't do no wrong.
Josh Allen's second coming of Jesus Christ.
I seen Josh Allen speaking to God and asked him, "Can I be your next prodigal son?"
Jared sucked Josh Allen's dick.
Right after Tony Romo.
Right after Michael B. Jordan.
Josh Allen can impregnate his octoroon wife and they'll have a fully black kid. That's how amazing he is. That baby gonna come out darker than Wesley Snipes. And baby
gonna be named Sinner Allen. They're gonna have twins.
Get ready for the Josh Allen hype train to continue.
He's gonna come out looking like Jesus of Nazareth.
Smoke Allen and Stack Allen.
The Bills are moving on, and Josh Allen's legacy is hinging on this playoff run that he can hopefully get. Hopefully, we'll see. The Niners went into Philadelphia and defeated the Eagles 23-19.
Eagles, baby.
The Eagles fell short as they were trying to drive for a late touchdown to hopefully win the game, and our friend, what's his name, Jalen Hurts threw an interception. Or no, he didn't throw an interception. It was 4th down. They got broken up.
Put it like this, man. They tried to run the clock out. They had about 4.5 minutes. They really could have put a play together. They had a couple of plays and a couple of flags and calls that really went their way. So they were able to march down a lot further than they could have. But that was just bad coaching, man. You're never supposed to end a game like that. 20-yard line, 4th and 3rd, or 4th and 3, and you motherfuckers got 2 timeouts remaining.
It was 4th and 11, but yeah, they had
4th and 11. But the plays they called before that was kind of elementary too.
Yeah, I mean, it was just generic. I mean,
yeah,
they could have really set themselves up. Then they tried to shave the clock down. I'm like, listen, if y'all do take them, get 7 or get 8, I would say you should go for 2-point down if that was me. But down 5, if they would have actually made a touchdown.
Oh, they're down 4. They're only down 4. They just need a touchdown.
Yeah, they're down 5. They're down 5.
23-19.
But they missed that PAT.
Remember, the Niners kicker missed the PAT also.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I thought the final score was 24-19.
That's 23. It's supposed to be 24-19.
All I'm saying is, they should have just went down there. They should have tried to score a touchdown. Instead, they tried to do clock management so they could seal up the W. You should have been trying to hurry up and then relying on your defense to make sure the Niners couldn't only be consolidated to a kick and to go to overtime. But instead, you were focused on the wrong things, and it caught their ass. It caught their ass up. They should have been playing fast. They should have been doing a lot more slants. Instead, they were looking for deep balls in the middle, and that shit didn't work.
Yeah.
No, it was doing a little bit of everything. It was chaotic. Like you said, the Dart's thing was. One of them was taking too much time off the clock, and the next play they would rush. It was like totally chaotic. They have to fire that offensive coordinator.
Yep.
They have to fire so you can't go on like that. And then they need to get rid of AJ Brown, send him somewhere where he can send him to San Francisco. He'd be good there.
No. You guys can keep AJ Brown. I think he's a good receiver still, but he doesn't fit into the scheme. He's a very
What are you
linear
talking
runner.
about? He's your next Debo.
Nah, hell
he's
no.
He's the bully.
Hell no.
All that fool do is lift weights.
Debo Samuels or Debo from Friday?
Debo Samuels. He's your next
hell
Debo Samuels.
no.
You can run it. You can do all kind of stuff with
I
him.
miss Debo. We don't need. Well, AJ Brown is good though, but he's more like he's just a linear runner. Like he's a guy who can. He's like what
DK Metcalf.
He's exactly. He's a DK.
Yeah, they're the same player.
Or even Terrell, like Terrell Owens, like later in his career was like kind of like that. Like, we don't need that. I'd rather have a true love, man.
Rob, all you had to do is when the Philadelphia Eagles came out and they picked the play, and they showed on the big screen what play they picked because they keep simple plays. So Robert Saleh pressed down in A.
You know, these AJ Brown. If he let me call a spade. If he's getting traded, you put him in Cleveland with Shador. Shador is getting touchdowns.
Sean Watson getting touchdowns?
Nah, man, come on, man. You know they're not about to let that masseuse fucking murderer back in the starting lineup.
That word on the street, they got one more year for him.
Yeah, they're gonna keep him, but Shador gonna be the starting quarterback. Watch, mark my words.
Yeah, AJ Brown looks like his time at the Eagles is done after dropping several critical balls that he could have caught. And Nick Sirianni might have his time in there too. The way he was over there acting a damn fool and doesn't know how to have an offense that defenses can't read. The Chargers went into New England and put up fireworks by scoring 3 points and lost 16-3 to the Patriots.
Justin Herbert added to his legacy of not being able to win big games.
It's one thing you can count on is death, taxes, and Jim Harbaugh as an offensive coach not having a good offense, but a solid defense.
That's true. I 100% agree with you, Jared, with that. It seems like every time they go into their offense, it's like 1 week, okay, you run the simple plays and they work. Or the simple tree route. They're kind of like the Eagles with a taller or a better quarterback. And some of the stuff they do don't make any sense. He needs to be coached. That kid needs to be coached. Aaron said he's been in the league long enough. No, he's got some improvement. Put Justin Herbert in Indianapolis, and they're looking at the Super Bowl right now.
No, because he can't win a big game. They ain't looking like shit.
No. Because he would have the running game to back him up.
Matter.
And the
you act like he ain't had the running game since he been in San Diego.
Yeah, but they don't know when to run it. That's the problem. Jim Harbaugh looked like he's got a concussion calling plays out there. Or having whoever's running his offense looks like he's having a concussion calling plays. Like, should I run it in here? Or should we run all these deep routes while everybody blitzing and don't put nobody in the slot? They do this shit all the time. He's got the arm talent.
He got the arm talent. If he's coached right, he can win a big game in college, man.
If he's in Minnesota,
he couldn't win a big game in college. And he had nothing but running backs and speed all around him.
It's the coaching.
He can't win a big game. Some people aren't big game players. He ain't a big game player.
And to wrap up the Wildcard weekend, Monday night it's going to be the Texans going to Pittsburgh to face off with the Steelers. What are your predictions on that game?
My prediction is that I'm not going to watch 2 minutes of that game.
6-7 is my prediction.
Come on. Sound like the little kids.
That's another. Aaron Rodgers too old. Texans offensive coordinator is too dumb.
Come on.
Texans have linebackers that can cover and blitz at the same time. They got a lot of speed. And that old man, you can't have no old man just standing back there like a statue. So this is going to be a 10-9, 13-10, 3-2 game.
By the time we're going to give out a good quote, those that don't mean shit.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going to get out there and he's going to show his ability to evade the rush and make throws down the field. I have a good feeling. I can just see it. I can smell it. I can sense it. Well, we'll get to see if Pedro's Hall of Fame quarterback for the Texans can continue to build out his legacy.
Wait, did we get a Pedro prediction in that game? Oh, he said score.
It's 6-7. Well, let's get to Cutty Corner Shoutouts. Cutty Corner Shoutouts. Cutty Corner Shoutouts is the segment on the show where everyone gets a chance to rant, complain, or highlight something positive in the world. Cutty Corner Shoutouts. Cutty Corner Shoutouts.
It's time. Cutty Corner.
We're burning now. God, if you let it in, hell. So cold and bleeding now. I'm in for it, man. Gonna let you down. He had sex with my mama. We're broken people now. I just said I need a backiotomy.
Aaron, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
Dr. said I need a backiotomy. Yeah, I got a Cutty Corner shout out. I had a long list of Cutty Corner shout outs. Stephen A. Smith was on it. Who else was on it? Something had to do with basketball. Adam Silver was on it. I had a long list, and it all got thrown out thanks to watching some of these football games today. The commentary has been awful. And it's the A teams that are awful. Chris Collinsworth, awful. But none of them the worst offender for today. Tom Brady, decent, not great, decent. Worst offender for today, Tony Romo. Romo lived up to Pedro's nickname. He gave him Romo Sexual. And should be bromance sexual because he has a Josh Allen affair that's just ridiculous. It's hard to watch. I like Josh Allen. I think he plays well. I like how he plays football. He's a winner. I hate how the league kind of like change a call every year. Every year they lose. There's gonna be some new rule change. They didn't make it on a tush push. All of a sudden we got gold defining cameras and computers to define if it's a first down or not. They didn't score in overtime. They didn't hold to stop the team from scoring in 13 seconds and then didn't get the ball back in overtime and lost. All of a sudden we changed that rule. Now both teams get the ball. We change every rule for Josh Allen. That's fine, okay? The league loves him. I'll live with it. But to hear Tony Romo call the game is ridiculous. There was a play in which they went for it at the end of the game on 4th and 1. They tush pushed it. Josh Allen ran it up, tush push, got the first, and then he proceeded to get carried by an offensive lineman and two offensive linemen and a running back. He was stopped. He was off his feet. They carried his ass and pushed him all the way to like the goal line and into the end zone, which he rolled in the end zone. And Tony Romo said that was a beast mode. Josh Allen went beast mode and just would not be denied and ran over everybody. He didn't run over shit. He got carried over everybody. I can't stand Tony Romo. I wish, if I could have a time machine, I would go back, walk in on the Dallas press conference, and after Tony Romo mishandled that goddamn kick, walk in on the press conference and slap the shit out of T.O. for crying over that motherfucker, dude. Wouldn't even do anything to Tony Romo. Just slap the taste out T.O. mouth, and probably call him the N-word in front of everybody and say, shut the hell up. What you crying for this food for? He about to ruin fucking football for me. And then you had the Chris Collinsworth who said Drake May is playing at an MVP level like he did during the regular season. Hasn't had any drop off in his first playoff game. This motherfucker wasn't completing. The score was 6-3. He wasn't completing shit and had a fumble.
He had 2 fumbles.
Just bullshit. Can't stand, man. I'm tired of these commentators, man. Give me Greg Olsen. Give me third leg Greg. I'll take third leg Greg, and I'll be fine. G-Reg with the third leg. You don't know what I'm talking about? Look it up.
Pedro, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
Y'all ready for some irregular?
Sure.
Okay.
Tell us, you went to a swinger club and got a regular?
No. Okay, so
you joined the lifestyle now.
No, they might be trying to force it upon us, but I'm not doing it regular. I'm not doing it. I'm already not a big fan of technology, right? I think we're going a little too far with AI and robots and artificial, all the artificial things we can do now. We can make videos, and it's not true. We can make people's mouth move.
We got pictures of people laying in Taylor Swift's lap.
Yeah, you can have people laying in Taylor Swift's lap. That's not true. Darius never would watch anything Taylor Swift. So I don't agree. But anyways.
No comment.
See that. Okay, it's cool to show the new things that are coming out, right? We all want to see the new gadget, the new screens, the new innovations, the new AIs or whatever. But CNET, I don't know if you need clicks. I don't know if you need more eyes, you need more attention. But CNET, for the last couple of years, and this year was way worse. They went to a booth that you can have irregular on your video game. And it was showing that all the irregular toys that you can use to play on your video game screen or whatever, integrate with the video game. They had a fuck machine. Yes, I said it. They had a jack-off machine. They had a super vibrating dildo machine. Did I say the jack? Yeah, I said the jack-off machine. But it was they had the what is that thing you get on top of and you ride it and it vibrates the clitoris or whatever. They had all that. Okay. CNET. There was other stuff at the CES show. There was stuff about electric cars. They had new computer screens, but y'all literally all done my timeline was CNET on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. It was them showing the sex machine or the sex toys. And now the sex toys got more better batteries in it. So you basically, it's pretty much aimed towards women. Also, they had the thing you put your dick in, I guess. And I'm like, dude, this is outrageous. You guys, all this technology we're showing, people are showing robots. People actually had robots down there at CES in Las Vegas. But they seem to focus on that one booth, showing all the new sex toys and all the things you can do. They had a literal fuck machine. Dude's holding it like it's Guitar Hero. And I'm like, dude, this I'm like, what are we doing here? Seeing that there's still kids, going around and searching for stuff. So if I have kids trying to look for the latest technology, first thing they're going to see on CNET is a jack-off machine. It's like, hey, Dad, can you give me that new jack-off machine so I don't have to get a girlfriend? The girls are mean to me. Hey, Dad, my daughter comes to me. Hey, Dad, is it okay if I fuck this fuck machine? I'm not losing my virginity. What are we doing here? Are we all going insane? I don't want to see the latest sex nut. Keep that taboo. Keep that in the adult. We need more adult bookstores. What happened to the adult?
Keep that at the AVN convention.
Keep it at the AVN convention. You got all that stuff.
Seeing that I should be looking at new home studio speakers integrating 3D
exactly.
sound.
Can I show me the latest thing I can plug up to my Bluetooth?
In 2020, they introduced a Band-Aid for your taint to promised that it would fix premature ejaculation.
Pedro need that because he's a premature ejaculator.
All right, Adarius, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
You're kidding me.
Man, I'm kind of flabbergasted, man. We're talking about Sabian machines and dick toys for Pedro. I'm lost.
Premature ejaculators.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no Cutty Corner shout out this week, man. Not as one, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm done.
I don't really have one either. My quick Cutty Corner shout out goes to the Cowboys for they had some linebacker who was one of the worst rated linebackers all season. That defense was terrible, and then they gonna let Michael Kendricks be sitting out there so the Niners could sign him and he could ball out and help stop the Eagles today and help the Niners win a playoff game. I'm like, y'all couldn't have just had this. You had him last year. Why didn't you just re-sign him to veteran minimum? You signed some other weak dude who couldn't fill the hole, kept misreading the holes, running to the wrong hole. Dude breaks 30-yard runs. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. Fuck the Cowboys.
Actually, I got a real Cutty Corner shout out. This week, my Cutty Corner shout out goes out to Hamilton, the play. I know this is a much needed Cutty Corner shout out, but I always thought it was a really good play until this weekend. I went this weekend and saw a musical. It was Dog Man the Musical, and my God, was it amazing. It put all of that other stuff to shame. It had ICE commentary. It had niggas getting arrested. It had cats getting executed. Them shooting niggas up to the moon. It all had hip hop, it had rap. They was doing the Dougie at one point. I saw the whole cast do the Dougie. And they broke out into a couple break dance sequences. And then the thing I liked about it the most is they broke the fourth wall multiple times on purpose. I hadn't seen that in a play where the audience was just kind of there with them. It was dope. Dogman Musical. It was dope. I probably am gonna evangelize it just as much as I do Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. So just be prepared to hear great reviews for something that you niggas don't agree with. That's all I got.
So
don't do that to me. Come on, man. Don't
what did I miss?
You got him started at Darius.
Not my nigga Diggs, man. I love that nigga, man. Shout out to you, Diggs.
In other news, John Rocker decided, hey, that little teenager in Minnesota can harass Somali daycares. Well, hell, I can do it too. He showed up to a Columbus, Ohio daycare owned by Somalians, and here's what the ring cam captured. I'll just say this. It's as bad as you would imagine.
Hello? Housekeeping? I got mint for pillow. Door shithead. This door's bulletproof. Probably getting ready to find out. Actually, they can't chunk a spear through this thing, can they?
There we
I
go.
shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that right
Couldn't hear it.
No, he was racist. That's all you need to know, Patron.
He said, you think they could shoot through this door? And then he thought about it. He said, you think they could chuck a spear through it?
Chuck a spear.
Oh, boy.
And then said, I shouldn't have said that. While smiling.
Somalis don't chuck spears. Africans do. Middle Africans chuck spears. Somalis use slingshots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you knew anything about the Bible, John Rocker, you'd know that.